Hey everybody, it's Elijah here. I thought I would come on and make this video due to unforeseen circumstances. So, come to find out, my wife's pregnant and she's about 7 weeks already. And this is going to be a new interesting challenge. Doing a taper and coming off benzos and raising a child. Never done that combination. So this kind of puts me in a corner, not with the child, but with the benzo, in which direction I'm going to take on this. As of right now, I'm moving forward. I'm not sliding backwards. Because so far, as you can see, I'm functional. I'm doing good. With that being said, I don't know what the future holds with everything, because we're still early in the game. But I'm very interested in if anybody else has gone through this. Have you tapered benzos while you were pregnant? Were you going through withdrawal, raising a newborn or a child? This is stuff I'm trying to learn. And this is still months away. All right. I'm just planning everything out the way, I see appropriate. Because I don't want any excess burden on my wife and the child. And I pray it works. But I'm trying to figure out how to balance all these things and how to proceed, because the one thing I do know, I cannot be non-functional if I'm raising a child. That I do not want to be in. So, but I'm still proceeding my normal course to get as low as possible. That's my goal, as low as possible. And let's say I get down to 2 milligrams, okay? Or 5 milligrams or 4 of my taper, and I have to hold that when our child's born, then I will. At that point, I'll step back and I'll reassess the situation and how I'm going to proceed, because that's one thing I will not do. I got to be there for my child. So I'm just curious if anybody else has gone through anything like this. So my mind's just going right now. It's thinking a lot about stuff. Excitement. I mean, it's exciting. I'm 41 years old. So is my wife. And we're like, oh gosh, 41. And when she would give birth at 42, I'd be like a grandpa to my kid. But you know what? Nowadays it's normal. And people criticize people for having children that, when they're coming off benzos, because they're like, oh, you got drugs in your system, bam, bam, bam. And I don't know how to answer that. Some of these people that have been making these comments sound pretty ignorant. So I've been ignoring that, because well, it can happen. I'm not the one carrying the baby, if that makes sense. I don't know how to word that properly. Yeah, I'm the seed, I guess, and the woman is the egg and carries the child. But being a Christian, I prayed on this a lot, and I don't think there's going to be any issues whatsoever when it comes to that. We've had a history of, losing some other children, but that had nothing to do with this. That was a whole different scenario. But we already have a 22-year-old daughter, and now, hopefully, a newborn. So I had to make this video. I had to somehow vent in a positive way to see how I'm going to proceed with my taper. But as of right now, as promised, we're proceeding as usual. Nothing is changing. I'm still tapering. If I feel like, hey, there's some pretty big bumps coming up and I have to be there for my wife and child, then I will hold. And like I mentioned, I'll take a step back and reassess the situation. But as of right now, it's game on, moving forward. You just got to power through this. It seems easy now, but I know when those situations come up, like having a child and doing this, you can have different life stressors, you know, because you got to keep working. I'm the main breadwinner of the family, and those are things you got to think about too. You can't just be like, I'm getting off my meds regardless of what, because that goes back to the case of you have to be responsible as well. And so you have to come to a conclusion that works for you. Okay, is my taper speed well enough? How am I functioning? Can I still work? Can I still take care of my family? Those are a lot of things I'm looking at. And the question is, yes, I will take care of my family. So whether that means holding for a short period of time when that time comes, I'll assess that. And if I have to hold temporarily, I will. You know, it's not a big problem because it's not a race. And you'll have to remember that. This is a marathon. So I just thought I would make a video about this and ask you all if any of you have ever been in this situation. Whether you're a lady who's had a child going through this or a father that has gone through this before. So just something I figured I'd make a video about and ask. So, but I will give you all an update here soon. But I hope everybody out there is doing great. Remember, keep positive, keep focused, keep happy, because being bummed out and depressed ain't going to do you no good, right? Can we all agree on that? And stay off WebMD, or you're going to have 50,000 diseases. You know? It does no good. I know we all want to go on there and Google our symptoms, and you're like, oh my goodness, I got this. You don't got that. It's all the medication. And if you're concerned, go to your doctor, get a checkup. If you think you got heart issues, go to a cardiologist, go to your doctor. There's nothing wrong with ruling stuff out. But believe me, nobody has 50,000 diseases at once. It don't happen. If it does, you better be in the Guinness Book of World Records, because that's some crazy stuff there, and the mind's powerful. But I'll stop harping and I'll quit chirping, talking so much. But let me know any inputs, any thoughts, and I would appreciate it. All right, everybody. Talk soon. Peace.